All right, welcome back to Save America, Vote Tulsi Gabbard. My name is Dave, and I want to play some audio from a recent video that the Tulsi campaign uploaded to various platforms.
I was told by someone a couple of weeks ago when I was here that they wanted to rename the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum as the United Airlines Memorial Coliseum.
Crazy.
And that this decision was made for the price of $69 million. How do you put a price? How do you put a price on the service and the sacrifice, the giving of one's life in service to our country?
Okay, if you're a military veteran right now and you're not aware of Tulsi Gabbard and her campaign for president, it's the media, obviously, that's keeping this. I'm emotional because I'm watching her speak. And these aren't just platitudes. This isn't a canned teleprompter speech that she's giving. She's indignant that they're basically selling the name out from under the veterans. Okay, now, I understand. We are in the military-industrial complex. I understand. And a lot of times you drive down the street and you're like, oh, it's Memorial Boulevard. Oh, it's, you know, the memorial to this thing or that thing. And after a while, it gets tedious. It gets almost like it's perfunctory. It's mundane. But this isn't mundane, what she's talking about here. Now, you can be anti-war and pro-military. You want to have a military that's ready in case you get to the last resort. Our country, I don't know if it knows how to define what the last resort is anymore, especially in light of all the activity right now surrounding Venezuela. Unbelievable what our country is doing as, again, another regime change example confronts us. And we've got a candidate running for president who's perfectly positioned and equipped to deal with these issues. And the media chooses this neocon retread, neo-lib retread, as their focal point now. It's all Biden all the time. And yes, I know the poll, I had a feeling that the poll was probably kind of rigged. You know, do you have a landline? Are you over 60? Oh, then your choice has got to be Joe Biden. I want to mess around with those crazy cell phones. It's too difficult for me to figure out the technology. And I'm not bashing on anybody who's technologically impaired. I'm somewhat, let me look at the equipment I have here. Let me play a little bit more of this.
You can't. You cannot put a price on that.
Right.
So someone asked me earlier, Tulsi, why are you here talking about this Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum? You're from Hawaii. What does this have to do with you? This has to do with every single one of us who have served, every single one of us who has worn the uniform, every single one of us who has seen, who have lost brothers and sisters, who never made that trip home. This has everything to do with every single one of us as Americans, whether you have worn the uniform or not. It is up to us all to make sure that no matter what generation one has served in, that we always honor the sacrifice of those who gave all. This has to do with a grateful nation fulfilling its promise to honor those who have served.
Okay. I probably shouldn't have shot this video like this, because it's just, you gotta... If you're a feeling person, if you're a thinking person, if your senses aren't... And I know, look, you may say, oh, clever marketing, Dave. Good for her. She's going after the veterans, and that's not how this is. This is somebody who is a commander-in-chief that's ready to be the commander-in-chief. And you may say, well, we just need a president. No, you've got a president now. He's not a commander-in-chief. He doesn't have the ability to be the commander-in-chief, so he's given that job over to John Bolton or Mike Pompeo, or pick any number of neocons he's surrounded himself with. Joe Biden, yeah, he's going to pretend he's a commander-in-chief, but this woman is clearly in touch with veterans. And she's got the resume to back it up. But, you know, there's something different about Tulsi Gabbard in her... It's her ability to connect with people on a level that I've never seen. I mean, she can connect with people on every level. If she goes to Standing Rock, she can stand next to the protesters at Standing Rock and be credible. Water is life. I mean, that's a Tulsi phrase. Water is life. Who else? Who's, you know, that should be on a bumper sticker somewhere. But it doesn't need to be, because everybody knows water is life. And it's very simple. We shouldn't be meddling in everybody else's business. Okay, there's no reason for our country to be the superpower that goes around. I mean, I've heard this my whole life. And here's Tulsi Gabbard speaking to veterans about how they're being sold. How they're being sold out. How you can't even name a building now, because then you know, somebody might come along with $69 million and they may want to rename the building something else. You know how you honor your veterans right now is you vote for her. Seriously. You vote for her. What else can you do? If you support Donald Trump for president of the United States, or Joe Biden, and then there are a whole host of other candidates that are, I don't know, they're not, you know, you got Mayor Pete out there who's talking about how he can't really be pinned down on issues. Well, we don't want to have a platform till we get there, and then we'll all sit down and talk about what we want to do. Wow. I know. Yeah, and I know Pete has military experience in the media. Oh, yeah, naval officer, intelligence, and yeah, deep state. That's what we need. We need more deep state in the White House. Great. Tulsi Gabbard is one of them. She's one of us. She's one of them. And I keep saying she's a better person than most people. She's got a better resume. She's got a better heart. To me, I'm not saying there's nobody who's perfect or flawless. You're going to go look at her past and you're going to start digging through. And progressives are mindlessly picking her apart on things that she's changed her mind about. Well, but she once had this view. So did 99% of the population change their mind about something in their life. Now, if it's a politically correct thing, or it's an identity politics related thing, then that goes right to the top of the list, and everybody says, oh, you can't vote for Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard proves in this video why she's commander-in-chief ready on day one. She loves our veterans. She respects the military. She's not militaristic, but she respects the military. She's come to her understanding because of her service in the military, and she's looking at these veterans like, Oh my gosh, we keep putting them into harm's way needlessly, and then their whole lives are ruined, or many of their lives are ruined and destroyed. And we're doing this to these people. And she's come along to say, no, we're not doing it anymore. We're going to stop. Now, if that doesn't inspire you to take a look at Tulsi Gabbard, I don't know what will. I mean, you had the woman, the Afghan woman video, which I think is really powerful. But I think this video is equally powerful. And no, this isn't just, you know, a semantics issue and they're naming a building. Isn't that cute? Tulsi, come. No, this is someone who's righteously indignant about the fact that our military is being forgotten. Their sacrifice is being forgotten about. And if you don't like war talk, if you don't like me talking about this kind of stuff, you're progressive and you're way on the left and, can we just talk about healthcare and Medicare for all? That's important too. But you can't get there. You can't get to those issues until you address the fact that we are very imperialistic in what we're doing. Very, like ruthlessly. Venezuela in the background as I talk about this. You might as well have Juan Guaido behind me talking about how he's the new president. He's the new dictator in Venezuela. Because the United States wants him there. Yeah. It's not what the founders envisioned for this country. Mind your own business. Remember, it was on the money. Mind your own bleeping business. All right. Tulsi Gabbard 2020. We're going to do more videos about how Tulsi is in touch with real people and talking real issues. And we're going to keep doing it. And we're going to keep hammering. And I want people to keep sharing and keep telling their friends. And regardless of who they currently support for president, even if it's Donald Trump, hey, I'm a former Trump guy, so you can use me. This is a guy who used to support Donald Trump. Yep, me. I voted for him. I didn't campaign for him, but I voted for him. So I'm campaigning now for Tulsi officially. All right? This video channel pretty much illustrates that. And I ain't stopping until the fat lady sings, and please don't make that into something sexist or weightist or whatever it is. I don't know. It's an expression. I'm sorry I used it. All right. See you soon.